Hello, my lord. Please forgive me for disturbing you. It's me. I believe you called for me. At least that's what the other servant told me. Whatever task you have for me, I will gladly see it through. Whether it be cooking, cleaning, or killing. Oh, there's no need to apologize to me, lord. Don't worry about this at the time. You can call me as late as you want. Anytime at all. Even if it's as late as right now. Even if you were to wake me up while I was having sweet dreams. My sweetest dream is only to serve you. Even if I were to give every part of myself to you, down to my little, very soul, I wouldn't be enough to repay your divine grace. You're the god. It's due to your mere presence on this island that the crops grow and the rivers flow. Without you, the soil would be barren and the land would be dry. Oh, but sorry. I assume you didn't call me in here just to have me praise and worship you. But if you did, I will definitely do so. It comes naturally to me, after all. In fact, it's what I'm doing right now before you called me. So, what did you call me in here for, my lord? How may I serve you? Well, what's there to know about little old me? I'm just an irrelevant, boring wolf boy. And the only interesting thing about me is that I have a great honor of being your servant. And that being said, the servant of the most wonderful and esteemed God in the entire universe. Of course, that being you, my lord. Yes, I do have several. Well, I don't know if you'd call them hobbies. They're more compulsions. I like to talk to the other servants about you, if that counts. I mean, sometimes I get a bit jealous towards the other ones. I get a bit jealous that I'm not the only one that has the immense pleasure of being your servant. But I guess they're good people and they make sure to understand their place, so I tolerate it, much to their benefit. Anyways, I do enjoy their company though. It gives me a chance to fanboy over you. I tell them how grateful I am to have the blessing of serving you, that I may see my God every day up close, that he remembers to even talk to me. I am unworthy to be even gazed upon the ground that you have walked on, and to think you've even asked me about my hobbies. This is what I talk to them about. You're such a great, merciful God, that you have a place for even lowly mortals, such as myself, in your heart. I am overwhelmed with guilt in your presence. Even for a God, you are divine. Your perfection is beyond my comprehension, and yet you show such great mercy in sharing your time with little old me. I will never forget this kindness. Yes, talking to the other servants about you isn't the only one. My life is centered around you, not them. I also like to make clothes. Well, not just make clothes, though. I like to make clothes that look like the ones that you wear. I hope you're not angry with me. But I make copies of the kinds of clothes you wear, and I pretend that they are truly yours. That they're the very clothes you wear. Then, and again, I hope you're not angry with me, my lord. but I like to wrap myself around in them. It's exhilarating to wrap myself in the very same fabrics that you've touched, that you yourself have worn. Or at least, that's what my pretend fantasy is. But don't worry, I never do the same with your actual clothes. I could never soil them in such a way. That would be terrible. I never do anything weird to your clothes when I'm cleaning them or handling them in any way. I always take care to thoroughly avoid inconveniencing you. Let's see. What else do I do as a hobby? Well, I like to keep myself presentable to you, my lord. Or at least as presentable as a lonely wolf boy like myself can be. At the very least, I should try. And so that's why I always groom myself so much. Especially my tail. Of course you can see my tail, my lord. Here. It's not much to look at, but I would never deny anything you want. I can't believe you're touching my tail, wow. Even if you asked me for everything, the food I ate, the roof over my head, the clothes off my back, I would gladly give everything to you. Even my very life. You are the only being in this world that has the right to live. For everyone else, life is a privilege. You should have everything you want. Everything in this world exists for you. That includes me. I'm just another thing to be yours if you wish it. But, if I may be so bold, what do you think of my tail? The other servants told me many times that it's the most beautiful feature. But I don't think it would impress a supreme god such as yourself. Cute? Cute as in pretty? Cute as in adorable? Beautiful? Pleasant? Delightful? Charming? That sense of the word cute. Am I understanding that correctly, my lord? I'm not sure if I understand, but if you say my tail is cute, then it must be true. Thank you. I never thought it would catch your eye, but I always had a shred of hope that it would. Touch it. You want to touch it? Are you sure, my lord? My tail is dirty, filthy, and unclean. Well, not really. I clean it twice a day, but compared to a god, it is. I'm just an icky mortal. I wouldn't want to soil your divine hand. Of course, my lord. If you say I'm clean, then it must be true. Then, in that case, please go ahead. Touch my tail as much as you please. I can't believe you're touching me. I feel your hand as I speak, but I still can't believe it. I've always thought that I'm unworthy of your touch. I still believe that with all my heart. But to think that you, the most esteemed and cherished God, are actually touching me. It's intoxicating. Nothing could get me drunker. I'm beyond blessed. How many guys can boast that they were touched by a god? Especially you. I'm unworthy, but I'm incredibly grateful, my lord. I have always wanted to be as close as possible to you. As close as you could tolerate through your vast mercy. Would it insult you if I said I had dreamed of this moment? Would you find that blasphemous? That I had yearned with all my heart that one day my worship might actually touch me? And what if I said that I also dreamt of more. Would that insult you, my lord? If you say so, I'm glad I didn't offend you. How do you feel, my lord? Does your hand feel okay? Are you disgusted by touching me? I wouldn't want to bother you. I know I'm just a dirty mortal. So if you're just doing this out of kindness, it would be understandable if you stopped. You are the greatest god, and I'm merely a little servant wolf boy. I know. Of course, my lord, if you say so. I don't know why you're so pleased to touch my tail, but I suppose I shouldn't question my good fortune. If I may be so selfish, I would love it if you touched it longer. Every day I think that I can't possibly love you more than I already do. And every day, without fail, you prove me wrong. You are truly the greatest god. There is so much more you give me, and so little I can give you. I often think that through my devotion to you, perhaps you will at least be flattered. That perhaps you'll at least be pleased that I'm such a faithful servant to you, my lord. What could I do to serve you more faithfully? I'd do anything for you. I'd kill my own family for you. I'd set myself on fire for you. I'd force everyone in this ungrateful world to bow to your majesty. If you asked me to, I would go out and attain 1,000 sacrifices to you right now. Would that please you, my lord? No? Oh, what about 50 or 40, 20, 10, 1? No? Not in the mood for a little sacrifice. Okay then. I'm sorry, my lord. You saw right through me. I'm selfish. If I sacrifice people to you, it wouldn't be to satisfy you, it would be to satisfy myself. I told you, my lord, I'm a dirty mortal. I have dirty, selfish desires like these. Fantasizing about killing people just so I can get my lord's attention. Even if I punish myself right now, it still wouldn't make up for my own selfish satisfaction. I'm not a very good servant, am I? I know. I really shouldn't question a god, but I don't see how you can really say that. I can be really selfish when it comes to my feelings towards you. I'm not a very good servant, am I? I know I really shouldn't question a god, but I don't see how you could really say that. I can be really selfish when it comes to my own feelings toward you, my lord. Do you think I'm a good servant in spite of all that? Even if I have a dirty, impure, ungrateful thought towards you? Forgive my blasphemy, but what I mean is, I love you. But I don't just say love you like a worshipper loves a god. Do you know what I mean, my lord? And is it okay for me to feel this way? Romantically? Even if you're a god and I'm a mortal wolf boy? That's... I've been beating myself up over that for so long. If only I knew earlier that you were that accepting of me. It would have saved me a lot of stress. But thank you. I'm happy to know now, my lord. So I know it plausibly came out as a confession before, but let me do a bit more clearly, my lord. If I were to confess to you, what would you say? Yes? Oh wow. I can't